Welcome back. It's 1:30 a.m. in the morning and I just got stuff done in Archage and I really wanted to play a little bit of this game again. So I guess we can make this episode, let's say that's like 2:30, 3, like maybe like 2 hours or something like that. I hope I don't get lost in time here. But yeah, I remember we were gonna not use that right now.
That's not the point. This halfwit just knocked out one of my workers.
Yeah, with a tossball stick. I heard you the first time. There weren't any witnesses.
Hey, no offense, but I don't think this walking salt tuna can's gonna appreciate you interrupting.
Keep talking, Millstone. See what happens. Now's not a good time. I'm dealing with a problem here.
So, go space yourself. Problem solved.
You must really want to truncheon through your teeth. Do what you want. I'm done here.
Whatever you heard, it's all true. I had this foreman, right? Guy never liked me, always trying to get a rise out of me. But I keep my chin up, right? Be the bigger man, I tell myself. He's a Spacer's chosen man, though. So when the Chosen beat my Rangers the other night, my foreman comes swaggering up with his head full of boasting. That's when I broadsided him with a tossball stick. Yeah. Look, this was a long time coming. Guy thinks he can push me around because he's some sky-high foreman, and I'm just a back bay's dock worker. Well, former dock worker. Guess I just tendered my resignation. Enjoy my freedom. Scrounged together enough bits for a 0G. Other than that, can't say as I do. Hey, not for nothing, but I saw you wander out of that ship over there by the dock. Wouldn't happen to be yours, would it? Captain of the Unreliable. You're like something out of a serial drama.
Yeah, true.
Hey, I don't want to talk your ears off, guessing you got places to be. I appreciate your time. Felix Millstone. Pleased to make your acquaintance. See you around, boss.
Just arrived? Head over to customs. Wheeler needs to process you.
Wait, what?
Careful where you smoke. Crew bills us for air filtration.
Do you mind? I'm trying to file a report.
Nobody saw. Oh, that's like a job Steve Door? What the hell is that? Like, what class name? What? Never heard that before. Dead. Where are you going? Let's see. Maybe there is something here.
Great work.
Your holographic shroud has activated, giving you temporary access to this restricted area. Moving drains the shroud's energy. When it runs out, personnel will see and interrogate you. Talk your way out of interrogation to reset your shroud. It will get harder to talk your way out of the monster. So we got our mag logs back. Hey, hello.
That's impressive.
Jesus, that was a lot of stuff.
You're the new hire? Nice to meet you.
This is it. Security. I can check the departures register to find out which crew the Scholar shipped in and out with.
No, seriously. There was a lot of static at first.
Is that here?
Then this voice said
Oh, it
his
was
name.
over there.
Graham, right. A world full of monsters.
Identification, please. Captain Hawthorne, you said. Let me apologize in advance. I'm about to ruin your day. According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
But we've hardly been out of Edgewater long enough to get in trouble.
Well, isn't this wonderful? The captain's done something to get on the board's bad side.
Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. Probably. You'll want to take it up with Udom Bedford, our board representative here on Groundbreaker. His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. You can't miss it. Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3 promotions, so it stays that way. I shouldn't be mentioning it, but what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, it doesn't happen much. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations. If I had to take a guess as to why, you must have riled up someone important. You take the starch out of them, well, you won't hear any complaints from me. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor?
Sure.
Wanda Dorset over in sickbay, tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it. A handful of SAM cleaning units retrofitted for surgery. I don't know much else. I stopped listening when she started yelling.
Oh, SAM units? Oh,
Much appreciated.
maybe.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
I can use that.
The fence. You'll find her in the rest and go, on your left when you enter the promenade. Make sure you bring an empty belly. Most places are on the promenade deck. Big door yonder, straight through security. There's a bar on the starboard side. I got a preference for the Lost Hope myself. Talk to Vera. She'll set you right. You need anything else? You let me know. Don't want anyone saying Groundbreaker's not the most hospitable port in the colony. Maybe. Most of the shipping traffic in the system passes through Groundbreaker. Every couple of months, we even get a big interstellar freighter. 2 biggest operations are the board. That is, Halcyon Holdings and Sublight Salvage. But there are independent operators around the promenade deck. Most of those jobs are going to take you off station, though. Commandant Sanita might have a couple of folks she needs killed. Bad folks, I mean. Not regular folks. She'll be at the security desk behind me. Chief Jun Lei might have an errand needs running. She's all tied up trying to fix our heat problem. You'll find her in engineering.
No kidding? I'd love to get a look at this old girl's innards. I bet they're real twisty and weird. In a good way.
Happy to help. That's my job, after all.
You're real good at it, too.
Well, thank you, miss. It's nice to be recognized. Yep.
Can we move this along? I have a certain, matter I'd like to attend to, Captain.
Are you pulling my leg? You must be one of them long-haul freighters from outside the colony. Well, I won't hold it against you. Goes like this. Back on Earth, before the crossing, the powers that be were selling off stakes in distant star systems they thought had potential. A bunch of companies decided to throw in together and form the Halcyon Holdings Corporation, then buy up the rights to this here colony. That group's what we now call the Board. Yep, Groundbreaker's the only real independent port. Aside from us, there's just tramp freighters and wildcat miners. Seems like every year the Board's offices get bigger and their ships take up more of the landing bays. Haven't seen nearly as many tramp crews this year. Groundbreaker was one of the original colony vessels to come over on the crossing, a few years before her sister ship, the Hope. Once everybody been de-thawed and dropped dirt side, the original crew of the Groundbreaker decided they rather liked the spacefaring life. I guess that was the start of our independent spirit. Now, here we are. Sitting around drinking whiskey and smoking cigars, yeah, probably. Can't say for sure, of course. Doubt I'll ever see the inside of it myself. Glad to help. Relative to the Board holdings? Not really. But there's a few with the means to go where they will. They aren't rich, but they aren't likely to look too close at your work history either. They strip the parts from derelict ships and abandoned outposts. There's some that say they make the derelicts and encourage folks to abandon their steads. Sublight gives me the creeps. I've known folks who went to work for them and just vanished. They're on the promenade run by a woman named Lilia Hagen. I'm only telling you so you know to avoid them. All right. He's friendly enough unless you speak ill of the Board. Get the sense he doesn't care for Groundbreaker much. Not that he would, being a Board man and all. He's our liaison. Really likes his cereals, too. Maybe a little too much. Bit of a weird bird, all told.
Don't see what's so wrong about liking cereals. They're fun.
Udam takes it to an, unhealthy level. You noticed, huh? What can I say? We're passionate folks, and the Board can't abide that independent spirit, especially not when it might impact their bottom line. All their interstellar freighters come through us, and we skim a few bits off the top in manifest processing fees with every one. Folks around here will bluster that the Board hates our freedom, but really, they know we can stop their out-system shipments anytime we like, and that terrifies them. You mean the heat? Sure, we could make them fix it. But what would they do in retaliation? They got assault cruisers, gunships, and a handful of mining operations at their fingertips. We push them too hard, maybe they decide we'd be better in 10 trillion little pieces. Or they'd cobble together a new Groundbreaker and put us out of business.
The Board wouldn't do that. Would they?
The Board is necessary to provide order to the colony. They believe it's their prerogative to overrun you. But whether you allow that is up to you.
It's a tough line to walk, no doubt about that. But we make do all right. So far, anyway. Sure thing. Be seeing you.
Level 13, huh? Oh. Can buy that stuff now. Nice.
That's quite the impressive list of infractions.
Wish I could do that.
There it is. Just yank the drive and I'll do the rest. Now that we have the data cartridge, I can finally find out where that scholar I'm looking for ended up.
Oh, we all have the hologram stuff.
Got it. His
Nice.
name is Reginald Cheney, and he joined a sublight salvage crew. Only he's not listed on the return manifest. Must have made landfall somewhere he wasn't supposed to. Ah, yes. Here. There's a domicile on Monarch in Fallbrook, rented to the same bit card he used to buy his seat on the salvage ship. I should have guessed. What better place to lay low if you wish to avoid the authorities? Oh, it's nothing. I suppose I really didn't have much faith in actually finding him. Was a bit of a long shot, wasn't it? I admit it was a bit of a long shot, but when you've spent as many hours as I have in contemplation of the universe's secrets, you sometimes get a sense for these things.
Just a little bit quiet right now. Oh, by the way, didn't the game tell me like I could steal now? No? Huh. Really? Oh no, it's a little bit more points, okay.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. The board would like to remind spacers and other travelers that passage to Monarch is restricted for your protection. Canyons of acid and sulfur rain are the least of the horrors plaguing the surface of Monarch. Anarchists live as one with the animals, lawless, savage, and unemployed. The board's embargo ensures that nothing can leave the planet and threaten our hardworking citizens.
Okay, something's going on Monarch.
Halcyon News. All the news that's fit to broadcast.
Wait, am I actually wrong here? Oh shit, this is a door. Holy shit, that looks cool.
Try not to be distracted by the glare of the adverts. Lots of unsavory types about.
1% more crunch. Rizzo's Lemon Slap. Slap your whole family tonight.
Nice.
Hey,
Rizzo's Knock You Out Bar. A CCN 76 milk chocolate bar with caramel and pastry nuts in it. It's fun. For KYO.
Didn't the board rep's office used to be in the docking bays?
Seeking relief from the heat? Till June Lay gets those radiators fixed, I've got the next best thing. Stellar Bay proper? Tough to say. The board recalled all the nav keys about 10 years back when the corpse pulled back to Terra 2. It's overrun with beasts, I heard. Big ones. Kinda chew your face off for fun. Might all be board propaganda, though.
Maybe it's paradise.
If you're aiming to get to Stellar Bay, you're gonna have to get your hands dirty. The board don't like them that truck with Monarch. But I ain't the one you ought to be asking. Try Gladys on the promenade. She'll fix you up. The radiators, they're fucked 10 ways to Sunday. And we're all sweating buckets wondering when the powers that be are gonna get around to fixing it. Couldn't say, and I wouldn't be pouring drinks professionally if I could. All I know is we're cooking in our own juices here and it's only gonna get worse. They're supposed to gather up all the heat the systems generate and vent it into space. Instead of the heat going where it ought, though, it seems to be blowing straight down the promenade. Weeks? I've lost track. Too law-damn long. Engineering. Chief Junlei Tennyson, to be precise. She runs this heap. Best she can, anyway. Don't know what's got her dragging her heels, but I wish she'd hurry it up. That's not for me to say. But if you're feeling the urge toward helpfulness, you can find Chief Junlei in engineering. Some big shot down in Byzantium's holding auditions for a new adventure serial. So yay, another 6 of those next season. There's nobody who knows more about the station's guts. Any system you could name, June's crawled around inside and made it better. She doesn't come around here often, though. Don't see her as much of a drinker. Too straight-laced for that. Nothing you need and everything you want.
Oh, nice. Shit ton of alcohol. Adrenal's locked somehow. Didn't she want to go here?
Are we gonna get in trouble today? Not that I want to, just seems to happen around you, that's all. Can we rent an upstairs room?
We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Do you?
How do you do? And welcome to the Rest and Go. We used to be the Go and Rest, but folks never knew when to leave. Sorry. Business has been slow. Anything to occupy the time. Oh, you can't miss her. Right behind you, number 2. First unit on the left, or second unit from the right, depending on which direction you count from. Damnable thing about living on a space station.
Bless my heart. A stranger come knocking on a poor old woman's door. You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are? Made without a single natural ingredient or an oven. Just like store-bought. Won a charming copper kettle off that girl who runs the pub. She's a fierce arm wrestler. But she's no match for your pal Gladys.
Okay, so pulse hammer. That seems pretty nice. Can I look at it? Oh, okay. Then a shock cannon, plasma, and she sells the holy shit. Is that Jesus Christ? That gun has 480 DPS. Jesus. And 7 mag picks. Oh, nice. Okay. Probably it's gonna be used for something.
It's almost time for today's episode of the Charity's
For what?
Children.
For the science
Care
weapons.
to listen with me? Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown to the void just for discussing such a transaction. Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. We're outside of the board's control. For the time being, at least. Now, I only have the one nav key. And they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap. If you find yourself lacking in the bits, I might have an opportunity you'd be interested in.
Why should I pay? I mean, the opportunity sounds more interesting.
Phineas, that old kook. He was quite the dancer back in his prime, did he tell you? Real light on his feet. Real light in the wallet, too. He still owes me a small fortune. Laws. Maybe I should charge you double. Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Might be this could help out the groundbreaker, as well as earn some bits. But if you've got qualms... Do you know Edna, over in engineering? Sweet as a pea, that one. On occasion, she'll pass along transmissions I might find interesting. She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped from the groundbreaker's comm array. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway. And Auntie Cleo abandoned
that's
that
the place I
years
have
ago.
to go. Nice.
You've got an ear for intrigue and a nose for bits. I like that. Here's a copy of the SOS recording, complete with the coordinates. If you should find a secret worth selling, might be I could find a buyer. Corporate bigwigs will pay top bit for inside information on their competitors. The more we got the corps fighting each other, the less time they got to meddle in our affairs. Don't forget to come find old Gladys when you're done.
Yep.
Might want to acquaint yourself with Junlei Tennyson, Groundbreaker's chief. She's been trying to get a handle on this heat problem we've got.
Yep.
You'll find her fretting in engineering. I'd say she's a sweet girl, but law forfend someone call me a liar. Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me. Here, take a candy with you.
Jesus, okay. Do you have...
You got business with the fence? Make it quick.
Nice patch. Really want to know what's in here.
That'd be for me.
What is this? Well, at least it's warm, huh?
Keep your sights out, friend.
You're sure this is perfectly safe? I'd rather not die early of an infectious disease myself. How long till the new automechs arrive?
Can't say I've seen you before. I take it you're a freighter captain? If you're here to better yourself, you'll have to wait. We're having a spot of trouble with our delivery
Oh,
service.
that's the lady I need to go anywhere.
He must be referring to Irion. I'm sure the fool's gotten himself into another scrape. I'm beginning to wonder if I'm ever gonna get my service mechanicals at this rate. Our delivery man. A brave idiot with a penchant for getting himself delayed. Sometimes by dates, usually by bandits. Surgery mostly. Medical personnel are difficult to come by on Groundbreaker. The board won't let their doctors and nurses station here, and they own all the medical schools. If we can't hire their people, we can't hire anyone. Everyone on staff here on Groundbreaker was trained by me or Idris. We're good, don't get me wrong. But we've only 2 heads between us, and we don't know everything. I'd be grateful if you'd spare the time. We need his delivery soon as yesterday. Last he told me, he was taking a shortcut by Scylla, an asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. That's where I'd start, were I the adventuring type. You look out, though. The place is probably crawling with outlaws.
No problem. Oh, that's our next companion standing here.
You can't keep me out of there.
Please don't make a scene, Dr. Fennick. Something I can help you with? Not without dispensation from Chief Junlei, I fear. Supplies are hard to come by out here. We don't have the ability to manufacture our own medical supplies here on Groundbreaker. Regrettably, we are dependent on the board for such mundane items as bandages and antibiotics, as well as more critical resources like adequately trained staff. We'd nearly signed a supply agreement with Anti-Cleos, but they demanded we only use their branded drugs, and that's simply not tenable. Take care.
I'm sorry. Am I causing a scene? See, Furu? We could have avoided all this unpleasantness if you just let me talk to Jessie in the first place. Let me get one thing straight. Jessie and I are not friends. I just owe her, okay? As for the rest, I'm trying to figure that out. All I know is that she's been here too long, and she's apparently not receiving visitors. Be my guest. If you know something I don't about dealing with hospital bureaucracy, I'll be impressed.
The truth is, I'm not sick. But if you repeat what I'm about to tell you to anyone, I will deny it with my dying breath. You, ain't with the board, are you? See, I owe them a lot. I might have missed a payment or two, and the other night I swear someone was following me back to my room. So I hold up here to lay low. Udon Bedford's the board guy on the station. He'd know how I stand with them. If you can square things for me, I'd owe you one even bigger than Ellie owes me. What? No, I didn't do anything. I'm a law-abiding denizen of this ship, I swear. Think? No. I recognize a contracted killer when I see one, thank you. In my line of work, that's a skill you develop during week 1, assuming you want to keep breathing. Alright, I'll fess this part up too, if it means you'll help me. I'm a thief. I specialize in particularly high-end and historically valuable items. 3 weeks back, I caught rumor that the blood-tier diamond, last worn by an heiress on the Lost Hope, had surfaced for the first time in 70 years. If I had, you think I'd be hiding out in the med bay? I was gonna steal it, lined up Udam as my buyer. He paid half up front to finance the operation. Let's just say things went sideways about the time I got my hands on the diamond, and it crumbled to stardust in my palm. Anywho, I barely made it out with my life, and nary a plan to make back Udam's deposit I'd spent. Thanks for helping me with the board. You're a real pal. Or I guess I should say, Ellie is one, huh?
Let's spend. So let's get this. Boop. Let's get this. Boop. Oh shit, dude. We have unlocked a third drug mixing slot for the inhaler, but we can also do break down weapons and armor to extract the basic mod. So we can go like that. It's nice. And we can get a perk and then we get the next row. What can you even get here? That's nice. 15% health restored on kill? No, Jesus. Oh shit, this is nice. That's good. Need that. She can get... Oh, she can get here too now. Threat? Threat? Wait, double threat? Oh no, decrease and increase. Interesting. Increase the damage using ranged. Okay, so she definitely looks like she is a tank class, to be honest. I should give her when, at least when I find it, like a really chunky melee weapon, right? And then switch her to melee and give her like the best ammo I have and stuff. But for now, I mean, she's mixed, right? So if she's mixed, let me give her at least the armor rating for now. Works both ways. And Vika has the hack bonus. And he can get range damage.
Any word on Jessie? Let's just say she did me a favor, and now I owe her. So, did you find her, or what? Good luck. The board's got an office on the promenade just before engineering. You can't miss it. I'd go with you to see the board's rep, but I'm not great with soft skills.
Let's check everything from the left to the right. I want that. Do you sell that?
You know that sound when you've snapped on an injector clip? Ah, that's how you know your weapon loves you back. I got a full line of weapon modifications I'd be happy to show you. Why, it gets you the weapon best suited for your lifestyle.
All the better for performing a little percussive maintenance.
Self-improvement, including one's weapons, is always a worthy endeavor.
Take your basic Deadeye assault rifle. Perfectly serviceable. But what if you like finesse? Slap a scope and silencer on that bad boy. Bunker down in a bush someplace and pop off heads. What if you like getting in close and making a lot of noise? Extended ammo magazine and a barrel heatsink to bump up rate of fire. Only takes a bit of elbow grease. Most ships...
I know all that, I just wanna
no
keep
and
it out
yes.
of the way.
Right here for a start. A what? Sorry, hon. Here. So...
Okay, let's see, it's a lot of stuff. So a lot of revolvers, tactical stuff. A plasma carbine, that sounds neat. What is that? A good range, decent damage, even splash damage on nearby targets, plus an overcharge shield will get you out of tight spot every time. Whew, that looks neat. Rate of fire is 4 shots a second. Oh. And the Deadeye assault rifle, huh? Special effect execute. Nice, breakdown bonus. So the plasma carbine is 6294. I don't think I can modify here unless she has a workbench. Do you have a workbench?
Great work.
upgraded, like an upgraded version, huh? Like you can charge it, but you also can just left click, left click, left click, basically.
You're an artist, Captain.
Where the hell am I?
I was wondering what they do with their waste. I guess they just chuck it down here. Where's it all go? How about I stay up top? You know, keep watch, okay?
Where is this at?
Down they go.
Oh, that was the waste disposal. Huh. What goes here?
This is the simple truth. We are all molecular machines. The body is a collection of atoms. The mind is a consequence of chemical reactions. Therefore, our lives are predestined along a path that is only visible in retrospect. Life is fated.
Okay, here we go!
Nice hit! Don't mess with us!
Really want the mod, not the mod, the perk, man, where you can see like, it's like 5 meters more or something, like items you can pick up.
Anyone there? I can hear footsteps. Don't just leave me here. Thank you, stranger. Shit, ain't that a relief?
Ew, what did you do, you dude?
You have no idea how good the air on Groundbreaker smells until you've been trapped in a tiny bathroom with an overflowing toilet. Thanks again, friend. What usually happens on this partially pressurized rust bucket? Something broke. Well, actually 2 things broke. First, the damn toilet overflowed. When I came to clean that up, the damn door decided to close and lock on me. Time stood still. I was aware of nothing but the smell. Ugh, could have been days. Ah, shit. That means I haven't clocked out in days. Song is gonna have my ass for wage theft. You're gonna shake me down after I was trapped in a shit-covered bathroom? Is that how it is? Fine. Here's every bit I've got. That enough for you? Or do you want my shit-covered clothes as well?
Actually, I want them. No.
I will. I will preserve my dignity. No one can take that away from me.
I had a question about your plan, Mr. Vicar.
Of course. The cosmos is generated and directed by the universal equation, also known as the Grand Plan. By contemplating the teleological order of things, one can achieve verity. Oh, right. You had a question?
Never mind. That about answers it.
Okay, let's see. Or the fees for not being able to pay our fees. Nice. Nice. Wait, what was my fourth gun? Oh yeah, the shotty. What is that weird ass helm? Temperament +1, huh?
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Tossball finals are scheduled to end.
Wow. I may need to scrap some stuff. Nice to see the bonus down here. So when I scrap this, I get 3. Let's see, 165. So instead of 3 you get 4. I mean that stuff, that adds up. That really adds up.
Sorry about the heat. Chief Dennison will get the radiators fixed soon. Of course, this heat sure makes a 0G brew extra refreshing. It's an ale that's good for what ails you. Oh, and it's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice. Taste the freedom. A lot of slogans to keep track of. And sometimes I forget. Heard of it? My orientation aether wave showed that famous Saltuna cannery, which I'm sure smells as good as it looks.
That's true.
Yeah. I hope they're gonna be okay.
That's a Spacer's choice beer. Take what you have, polish it up, and make the best of it. So, what can I get you? Some soap? Everyone loves soap. Everyone will love you for using it, too. I'm bound to satisfy headgear-related inquiries. Please send any complaints to our Consumer Care Headwear Division. Oh, I'm having a stellar day. And not just because I'm legally obligated to say so. Almost as stellar as a Spacer's choice is affordable. I can see all of the top quality merchandise in the Spacer's Choice catalog, which is available here at a reasonable price. Spacer's Choice regrets that we don't sell toothpaste at this time, but we're always working on delivering exciting new products to our customers. Spread wash, mouthwash, and Mantafloss are among the exciting line of dental goods currently in development. Don't miss out on these deals. You'll find none like them on all of Groundbreaker, or anywhere in the Halcyon colony. Trouble sleeping? Try our Lunar Eclipse mix. That's 2 handfuls of pep pills washed down with a hearty swig of 2-hour energy brew. The blast will send you through the stratosphere, and the crash will knock you out cold, guaranteed. Add an additional 10% to your purchase today, and the proceeds will be donated to Spacer Cares, our premier corporate welfare program. At Spacer's Choice, we care about your health and emotional well-being. That's why we put Martin through 6 years of vendor school, only to make him wear this hat. Even if my contract didn't forbid it, I think it's part of me now. Now, are you ready to make Spacer's Choice Lunar Green Moonmouth lozenges a part of you? Lunar Green, the future is spearmint.
Ew. To be honest, I hate spearmint.
Damn it. No slogan for that one. Look, this hat, my job. It may not seem like much to a brave space captain, but they're all that I have. If there are self-made purgatories, then we all have to live in them. Mine can be no worse than someone else's. Now, if we're done with the chit-chat, I hope you don't mind if I make the most of this short life and try to be the best moon person I can be.
Jesus, that's so sad to be honest.
It's fine. I should be stronger than this. Thanks for taking an interest. Speaking of interest, can I interest you in some quality budget goods? At Spacer's Choice, we cut corners so you don't have to. Anything and everything. Whatever. Just the opposite. Oh, sorry. Spacer's Choice items are always new. You could go broke buying overpriced Aramid gear. That's why you should get a backup or 3. Become a frequent buyer. Program currently...
Yes. Let's see what
have a look.
Oof. Shit. Oh, he has quite some... What is costume, accessory, clothing, skill bonus, lie? And they all cost different. Mechanic overalls, huh? Light tech. Okay, let's continue. We're medical bay, waste disposal. I think.
C&P chicken and potatoes.
Mr. Callahan. Nice, got a quest.
How are the repairs going?
Just plugged the last of the O2 leaks. I'm ready
There's
to down
probably a quest in here, sublight salvage and shipping.
Down there. Sorry, man. Fucking pirates,
What is
right?
this? Sprat
How you planning
boost.
to spend your night off? Some lonely young Mardet with starships in her house?
If you're hungry, you've come to the right place. I've got a fresh ground batch of spratwurst cooking.
Wurst, by the way, is
They're
like basically
terrified to lock
sausage
in the juices.
in English.
How about a grinder's
But
dozen?
most people know that, even though they're not German.
You know what sprats are? Space rats. The laboratories of Spacer's Choice found a use for this limitless frontier resource. Sprat meat is plenty tasty when properly prepared. We grind them up in sausages, then terror fry them in their own juices.
Jesus.
Terror frying is a Spacer's Choice brand secret. A mix of 13 herbs and spices, plus a dash of modern chemistry. Absolutely not. Spratwurst and all related terms are registered trademarks of Spacer's Choice. Boar, the other meat, is a registered trademark of C&P. Everyone knows our company and theirs are nothing alike. Legally? No. The terror frying method was developed and marketed by Spacer's Choice. Between you, me, and this grinder, I've been through lean times. If there's one thing you learn on tramp freighters, it's how to make near anything edible. Might be that this old space hand put a few words in the right ears, and could be that Spacer's Choice liked sticking it to C&P by R&D'ing our own special meat.
Jesus Christ.
Just as well. Near about time for me to go check on the trap. I mean, to unload another crate of farm fresh sprats. Fresh from the grinder, any hour.
Base health. Attributes. La, la, la. Oh, an armory.
You look like someone who's taken their share of cuts and bruises. Need some armor? Maybe it's a bit secondhand, but that's only a testament to its durability. We also have a line of specialized melee weapons, for those times you have to repel boarders but don't want to risk a bullet through the hull. Not me, but it's in my blood. After the crossing, my family worked Eridanos, indentured to the corporations. I was born into corporate labor, but I'm the first one of my family to buy my way out. That's why I settled on Groundbreaker. It's the last bastion of freedom.
Okay, let's see. He got an Inferno scythe. Looks pretty nice. What is that? A bird. Security blade. That's a two-handed melee that we need to get her actually. But it's way too expensive for now. Maybe we find something like that. I'm pretty sure we find something like that. We always find something like that. So we have mining helmets for heavy weapons, workers, work gear, farm friendly, hack, clothing, handguns. This is for hacking? Okay. Elite troop armor, huh? Dodge, stealth. Riot control armor gold. That's interesting. Gold one? Didn't see the gold version yet. Auntie's kitchen cart? Who? Okay. Oh, here, Auntie Cleo. Oh, what's going on here? Is it like gas?
Hearty greeting, potential customer. Welcome to Auntie's Kitchen. This unit dispense. This unit would clarify. There is a dead mechanic in the kitchen. User error in the maintenance of this unit's cutlery engaged several systems at once. This unit behaves precisely. This unit is not designated for cleaning duty.
I just can't stand people that talk so slow.
Beginning dispensing sequence. Please unblock all ingestible this unit. This unit is shock simulation non-function. Shock simulation restored. Initiating shock subroutine. How dare you? Shock subroutine complete. Estimated guilt level of customer increased by 35%. Resuming protein dispensation protocol. This unit dispense
Let's go to the sublight stuff later. We still need to check out...
Have you seen this man? Reward offers for information needed to the capture of new
Halcyon.
Yeah, no one wants you on Groundbreaker.
These stairs are board property. Just run now. I'm just gonna hang in the
that's
back
Bedford.
and try not to touch anything.
You'd think the board in its...
Ah, yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. He must be the captain of the Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hawthorne. And you are not he. Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer?
Wow, you can turn in Phineas? Jesus.
Oh no, this is terrible. My dear friend, what devilry is this? In whose miserable fever dream am I trapped? Oh, Alex. There were so many arguments we'd yet to have. He was my dearest friend. My only friend. You have his ship, you must know. That picture of us on the promenade, me hugging him, him wincing. I keep a copy beside my bed. Did he?
I think he did.
Ah, that's just like him. Such a sentimental man. Tell me, how did he die? Oh, awful business that. But why? How? No. Best not to ask after the gory details. Right. You're going important places, I'm sure. Big, exciting, important places. There, I've removed the flag from your ship. I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience. However, before you go, Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. Did Alex tell you where Wells might be? Anything at all? You haven't read the posters? He's a terrorist, a thief, a madman. It's really in the colony's best interest that we stop him before he does further harm. Well, Alex knew, or he said he did. And you have his ship. Maybe he kept some records around, or a conveniently placed note on his bedside table. That's... well, that's just terrible news. Law, what am I going to do now? The board will have my head. Oh, I'm sorry. This is terribly unprofessional of me. Is there anything else I might help you with? It's personal business, I'm afraid. Miserably, terribly personal. Information on the whereabouts of Phineas Wells would go a long way. Well, it's my white whale, I suppose. It's fine, really. It's perfectly fine. I understand. Now, if you've nothing else, please see yourself out. I'd like to drown myself in work. Miss Doyle owes the board a significant sum. Alas, the only collateral she has is her organs. Compulsory donation is quite legal in such cases. That's not unreasonable.
I guess it's better than losing your organs, but I don't know, Captain. It just doesn't seem right.
Miss Doyle is deeply in debt, and the board has every right to do whatever they like to recoup that debt. What guarantee do I have that she'll agree to the terms you negotiate? You might be surprised. But we'll proceed on the assumption she'll be reasonable. I will recall my collection agent. Tell Miss Doyle to report to me promptly for her first assignment. Now, is there anything else you need, or can I return to my work? Be my guest.
Good law! Who'd want to go to that toxic hell pit? No. Emphatically no. Unequivocally no. Immutably no. Best to be clear, I believe.
I'm the certified representative of the board's interests here on the Groundbreaker. I'm their eyes, ears, and busy little hands. I have few complaints.
Ugh. Law, but it's miserable. My underarms are damp. How can I be expected to work in these conditions? Chief Tennyson is supposedly looking into the cause, but I've seen no action from her. Deplorable conduct. My superiors will be hearing about it. You can be certain of that. Oh, you've noticed my friends. Wonderful. Aren't their guns very large? Tremendously impressive. They're here to keep the peace, of course. Precisely. Groundbreaker makes much ado about its independent status, and so resents any board presence, no matter how benign. When the alternative is board guards at their gates, yes, I do. They don't see it that way, of course, but I can't say I much care. A luxury stateroom, reserved for Chairman Rockwell's use. Oh, good law, of course not. He'd never set foot on this decrepit junk pile. As this office is the primary embassy for the board on Groundbreaker, corporate bylaws specifically state a room must be maintained for the chairman's exclusive use. Ask away.
When's this shit-bucket station gonna repair its damn radiators? This armor doesn't breathe.
What do you think you're doing? Just don't make more paperwork for me, alright?
Oh, no way. So how
Have you
do...
seen this man? Reward offered for
Wait, is
information
Ellie
needed
here
to
somewhere?
capture a noted terrorist beneath ground.
Let's talk to Ellie
Or any
first.
side effects. The local board embassy.
And I think we may have to take the elevator because... Oh no, wait, maybe engineering, there's maybe a door? Yes, a big door there, okay.
Wish I could say it was good to see you, Ellie. At least you finally got
Jesus,
your
her
chance to swear
nose!
our debt. That ought to make you smile for once, huh?
Fuck.
Nothing makes me happier than being evil. The good news came through the wireless. Looks like you paid my debt to Jesse. I guess that means I owe you now, right? Tell you what, I'm a little short on bits at the moment, but I'm a decent scrapper and a better than average sawbones. If you're looking for a medic, I can work my debt off.
Oh, she's a medic?
If I'm being honest, and I prefer not to, I was about ready to pick up another contract anyway, and you settled this in a pretty tidy fashion, which tells me you're competent. But we can say I'm repaying the favor if you prefer that version. She helped me win a bet. We were on a smuggling run planetside when our point man bet me I couldn't outrun a mantisaur. What can I say? Something about people telling me I can't do a thing that just makes me itch to prove them wrong. And, as you can probably guess, the thing was faster than it looked. Probably would have caught me if Jesse hadn't picked it off. Yeah, but the important thing is I won the bet. It's like people touching a cookie and leaving it in the box. It's just one of those things that gets under my skin. You won't be sorry. Though it looks like you've got a full roster already. Time to play favorites, Captain.
Welcome to the crew, Miss Ellie. We're real happy to have you.
Got word from Udom, from the hitman who trailed me the other night. Seems I'm indentured to the board now. I ain't too elated about going exclusive, but it's better than winding up dead. You sure saved my skin, stranger. All debts between me and Ellie are cleared.
1,205, nice. Holy shit. So what can you do? She has an auto-mag pistol. Holy shit, that's a big gun. Let her keep that for now. Officer Spine. Armored Ballistics. One heavily bleed. Is that maybe... I don't know. She should stay mixed, I guess, right? So she has... Tech skills 10. I only could give her this. stealth +5. Could give her that back. She is weapon, of course, mixed, close, aggressive, quick draw. Okay. Need to use that shit more often at my time dilation. Increase your medical skills. Super. Decrease the amount of threat.
Something on your mind? I'm a surgeon by training and a pirate by inclination. Not much else to know, Captain. I like long walks on the promenade and the smell of Spacer's Corona. I make a mean 0G cocktail and I've got a meaner right hook.
Nice.
It's a mix of whatever you've got on hand. Usually 0G brew with some Spectrum vodka if you're lucky, purple berry shake if you're not. I'll make you one sometime. If you don't enjoy it, I'll make a few more until you do. Sure do. Some of it was even legal. There's a lot of business that goes through the Groundbreaker. Some of it's board-authorized freight hauling, and some of it's not. I've done all types of work with all kinds of crews. If there's one thing you ought to know about me, it's that I won't tell you your business. Your ship, your way.
Oh, nice.
Glad to hear it. It's worked for me this long. Well, my blood type is AB positive. I'm a Leo, and I despise Space Hospital. Never mind what anyone else tries to tell you. That about covers it.
Is that like serious?
Aw, come on. That stuff's boring. Look, the thing I've learned about living in close quarters is that you've got to give people room to breathe. I'm all for making a few bits together and having fun doing it, but let's keep a little professional distance.
Oh.
No complaints here.
Wanna talk to me later anyway. Okay, let's... Entrance, I think over here somewhere. Oh geez, the heat.
This is how
those XF411s and an old Yakita 37? You think they'd let me peek at the power plant? Good law, the heat in here is so unbearable I can hardly even concentrate.
When you were sick,
Junlei better hurry up with those damn repairs
when you were
already.
hungry, who gave you a needle full of love? Auntie Cleo, that's who. Have you given your auntie a...
Ah, that's the workbench I needed, huh? Tinkerer. Oh, that's a damage upgrade. Jesus. This was more of a sniper, right? Yeah. More magazine, or you could make it like a plasma sniper, I guess, or a shock sniper. I think this sounds good. Isn't the weapon already plasma? Nice, nice.
And today, this has been Halcyon News, your only source for news in the Halcyon colony.
Very nice.
Where the hell have you been, Private? You've missed 3 shifts without notice. You should clear out. Engineering's a dangerous place to wander until you get those radiators fixed.
Hotter than usual in here. Hope we're not catching June Lay on a bad day.
I could spend all day in here and not have looked at half the best stuff. It's all pretty worn, though. Okay, you got nimble fingers, Captain.
So what is that helm? Oh shit, medium. Oh my god, this is for me. Medium. And inspiration +3. Nice. So about that helm. Now she only needs a heavy armor and she can go if she wants tank mode.
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. Groundbreaker doesn't see many visitors. No, it isn't. It's a mess. But it's my mess, so I'll take the compliment. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits, the crew, the engineers, their family. I hope there won't be any problems while you're visiting. At ease. Nice to see an outsider with some working brain cells. So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10 the answer's just passing through.
Interesting. The powers that be paint an ugly picture of Monarch. Critters and such. Maybe someone in the promenade can get you the right weapon for the job. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going. Most of them board spies and corporate sprats. Makes it hard to trust outsiders. You seem different, so welcome aboard. Dr. Fenhill, I hope you've reconsidered my offer to stay on full-time. My crew are never short on dents and bruises.
I'm trying to live a more balanced life. Gun in one hand, scalpel in the other.
I already knew it'd be easier to teach an automech heart surgery than to change your mind. Fair travels, Ellie.
Groundbreaker's a small town in a big ship, and anyone who spends any time here gets to know Junlei.
We don't see a lot of competent surgeons on Groundbreaker. Dr. Fenhill is my on-again, off-again freelancer. I take it she'll be joining your crew full-time?
I don't like to put a label on things. Let's keep it casual.
If you ever decide to settle down, there's a home for you on Groundbreaker.
What? I didn't think you just...
Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual, real spaceships, Miss Junlei. Chief Junlei.
Junlei is fine.
Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if... Well, maybe you could teach me some things. I could message you later, maybe?
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati. You can ask me anything.
Wow, great! I'll do that then. Messages. Later. Oh, your name's pretty too. I should have said... Sorry. I like it. Honest. Sorry. Couldn't have done it without your moral support, Captain.
Now, if there's nothing else, there are other parts of the ship begging for my attention. Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts. They're dumping superheated air into my ship. Only the board has access to new parts, and I won't let them swindle me into a corner. None. Every time I give in to the board, Groundbreaker loses its freedom. Soon there won't be anything left. I can't allow that.
Maybe
the board
I can
isn't
help.
helping, and my resources are spread thin. If I don't get those radiators back online, Groundbreaker, everyone on board, will be cooked alive. Reasonable, huh? That's the best news I've heard all day. According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we need should be in the back bays. Sorry, I forgot not everyone knows this ship like I do. The back bays are on a lower deck, long abandoned and a haven for miscreants now. I have. One of my engineers, plus a small security detail. They didn't come back. I can't afford to lose any Mardits on this job. No offense, but a freelancer like you is more dispensable. Nice and pragmatic. Thanks for understanding. Good. Once you've obtained the parts, we can proceed to the next phase of repairs.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
That's where we need the elevator for. Points available, huh? We should actually get the leadership to 40, but yeah. Need to get this stuff up at least to 40. Okay, so apparently there's a whole area, huh? Wait, was that me? On the newspaper? Jesus.
Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above approaches our realm. Back away now, or you'll parley with the king.
No sudden moves. This guy's crazy, even by my standards.
Look at this ripe piece of meat just sizzling on the grill. Huh. Yum, yum. Time to feed the flames. It's nothing personal. Promise.
Burning to death is one of the most painful ways to go. Just in case you needed a reason to get us out of this.
Is this what carbon monoxide poisoning looks like? I don't think this deck is too well ventilated.
You came with the crew. Welcome. We got plenty of space to spread out, but only room for one captain. I know this ain't a toy, neighbor from above. It's a catalyst, just like me. Keep talking. I like the sound of your voice.
That's right, sir. Just the parts. We'll be in and out in a jiff. You won't even know we were here.
Tennyson just keeps feeding the furnace, don't she? We're still playing with her last sacrifice out back, with the crew. You don't just ask a king for a favor when you're standing in his court. You bring tribute. Under its skin, this ship is all poison and darkness. Lead bones, asbestos muscle. Maybe you're right. You've got the run of the kingdom. Up those stairs, you'll find the parts. My crew won't get in your way. Lay it on me. Ship got impounded. The crew and I racked up a debt while we were grounded, and my baby got sold to Sublight. Scrapped for parts. That's bureaucracy for you. Piracy with a smile. Am I your dark reflection? Shit, must be getting old. Stay here too long, and the groundbreaker drains you like a fuel tank. You can come and go in my little kingdom.
Interesting, so you could have gotten here, in here, guns blazing, I guess.
Ooh, smells like burning meat and bad hygiene.
Is that automatic patch? McRed wants it up and running.
I'm trying to think of a good name before I wake it up.
Don't give it a name. What are you thinking? Hasn't got a heart? Not like us. Falling apart.
Can't spell groundbreaker without broken. Oh, wait.
May's gonna be pleased as pie when we show her these.
Are those hibernation pods? And I thought my bunk was small.
I'll keep it down.
Oh, that's the... where I was woken up. Basically, that's the old one. I guess the... from this ship. Looks identical to the other one, I guess. But that's just normal. Gonna get this definitely. Geographic scanner? Oh shit. I need that. That would have been an enemy.
You're the first person I've seen who talked their way past McRed. It may not sound like much, but take my word for it. Wow. Junlei sent me down to collect the parts we need to fix the radiators. McRed got me all distracted sucking fumes and talking about the cosmos.
Just take some level head for the hangover. And maybe don't work on anything life support related for a while.
I can't tell if you brought friends or if I'm still seeing things, so maybe I ought to lay off the fumes and head back to work. I'll get back to my post. See you topside, stranger.
What do you think you're doing? You and I never cross orbit.
I needed that. It's probably decoration, right? Yeah, it's decoration. Also, I was looking Carnage on YouTube, and I know in the what is it called? When we visit the beginner planet and in the church, apparently there's also something to put into the ship.
I've been tripping for days.
Careful with that shit. You'll end up as crazy as he is.
It takes crazy to live in this universe. Crazy cosmos. Crazy cosmos.
Does everyone get branded when they... We got another complaint. People don't like worms in their shrooms.
Aw, they're just tilling the soil. Besides, they're my friends.
Find it.
Sorry, I have hiccups. Okay. I think we searched through the place. I think. Yeah, I think we got down here right here. Even though it looks like you could go down here, right? Can you? No, okay.
You've returned, and in one piece. Color me impressed. Good work. I'll take those. I need you to head through the large door at the far end of engineering. Take the elevator down into the machinery shaft. There's a terminal in the back. Activate it when I call over the ship's PA. And bring weapons. There's a slight manticore infestation.
Don't worry, Miss Junlei. We'll be super gentle with the ship. You don't got a thing to worry about. I mean, aside from fires and such.
I'm genuinely heartened to hear that. Thank you.
There's a door here? Oh, this door? Quest.
The controls are in the back of the machinery shaft.
Noise.
Good news? Song tells me the security mechanicals booted up and killed a bunch of men. Bad news. Diagnostics says their circuit boards are fused from the heat, so they're not too picky about who they kill now. Sneak fast if you can. Shoot fast. I can always fix it.
Processing. Unexpected noise.
Don't mess with us.
found your way out of there. Groundbreaker owes you thanks.
At least we got some action in the end. Huh. Nearly missed that.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement.
I think I heard Chief Junlei looking for you. You better go find her.
Tossball finals.
My boards are returning to green. What a weight that is off my shoulders. I don't normally tolerate outsiders mucking about in my station's guts, but you're all right. The temperature should be dropping as we speak. I'll see to it the crew knows who kept us all from boiling alive. If you've got time, I believe Edna has a comms issue that could use your attention. I've also authorized Doc and Furu to sell you our premium meds.
Nice.
Frustrating. Everything down to the circuit boards is past warranty, so I have the pleasure of making life or death decisions on a shoestring budget. Plus, there's no time to train my successor or document fixes in a way that anyone outside the family would understand. Sure is. The Tennysons came over on the Groundbreaker. My grandmother, Chief Gayen, kept it together during the crossing and until she died. I was promoted only recently, when my mom died. Then I took the leap from chief engineer to captain.
You must have been amazing people to have taught you all you know, I mean, which is a lot.
That means a lot coming from a fellow engineer. Appreciate it. There wasn't much that took me by surprise about the job, but the little things you never expect or think about, they add up over time. Maybe you can see why I'm protective of Groundbreaker. This ship is family. It's got tinkerings and bypasses that only Tennysons know about.
Oh, gosh. I don't know. I'm really just a dab hand with a wrench. Nothing special. Not like a chief engineer.
Don't sell yourself short. It doesn't take a seasoned pro to tinker on Groundbreaker. Just someone who knows how a ship ought to feel. We're always thirsting for help. If you could find your way around this labyrinth of ducts and panels, we could work something out. I hope that was a joke, Captain. I really do. I gelded that thing years ago. Now it brews a stin that goes down stronger than Nan or Spank. Family recipe. You see any bite-sized Tennyson children running around? I didn't think so. The next captain won't have my heritage. I'll have to foster that talent from somewhere. It's only a question of when. You've got my attention. You're right, I don't. The board is after two things, bits and power, and they only get it by sticking their nose where it doesn't belong. I like to think of myself as a nice person, but if that gaudy embassy of his was on fire, I might hold my breath a moment before activating the sprinkler system. The board wants control over Groundbreaker, and leeches like Udom Bedford will do anything to please their corporate masters. I placate them when I have something to offer, but I can also be a real hard-ass. It'd be a joy if I could kick out the corporate merchants and reclaim the docking fees in my lifetime. Too much of Groundbreaker's income is flowing in the wrong direction. I'd like to see that change. You've got my attention.
Groundbreaker's safe from melting to bits now. Lots of good people can rest easy because of you. Well, I didn't expect her to be so tall. And did you see the size of her arms? What? No. Maybe? I don't... It's like somebody reached into my head and pulled out what I didn't know I wanted. You know how hard it is to find anybody who likes working with tools in a little town like Edgewater? I just met her. How could I be? All I know is I want to talk with her more. Did you see how everybody on Groundbreaker listens to Junlei? She's just, here's how to fix it. And they trust her. It's just, she's calm and knows what to do. I wish I was half so confident.
Something on your mind?
This is Halcyon Loop.
You aiming to send a message? If so, we best do it now while we still got time. And no, Ellie, that offer does not extend to you broadcasting another of your crude jokes.
Hey, that's a real planet, and no one's seen it in a long time.
Damn it, Ellie, I don't have time for your shenanigans. Anyway, like I was saying, you aiming to send a message, you better be quick. Me? No, but our relaying capabilities, that's on the final countdown. We're going offline in 3, 2, 1.5... No. Wait, I've lost track of my weeks. Maybe it was 36 or... sometime dire soon. Our primary relay station's soon to be occluded by a gas giant. Happens every 40 years or thereabouts. The event's forecasted to last for months, during which we'll lose signal to the station.
That'll put the whole system in a right dire situation.
We've got backup auxiliary relays, but the one currently in orbital range went offline some months ago. We can't spare people for routine maintenance. Yeah, I'm working on it. I finally got the chief to approve the budget for a diagnostic expedition. But allocating the personnel loss for sending a technical team to the relay station keeps getting denied by Junlei. The chief. I should say no, but why not? Maybe you can figure out why it's offline. I'll send you with an equipment manual. Hopefully we'll get lucky, or I'll get my approval in time.
Hope you don't mind if I borrow that manual when you're done with it, Captain. I could do with some leisure reading.
Oh, and I'll need you to retrieve a copy of the relay's backup data. I gotta forward any messages from Earth stored in the memory. Better late than never, eh? The relay stations orbit the edge of the Halcyon system, so they tend to receive the majority of any transmissions from Earth. I'm sure the station's got a stack of junk messages just waiting for me to sort through. It's not like they're in high demand. Most tend to be adverts on new products, meaning only folks in Byzantium can afford them.
Okay.
Sandy Borthworth. It's not the worst.
Flying the outer system's route lately. Deader than a space caterpillar out there.
Traffic's down all over. Even the inners are holding on to their
Wait a second, we forgot something.
Way down.
Remember the sublight. Let's talk quick in there, and then we go to our ship, and then we save, and then we say goodbye.
Sublight. The legitimate smuggling business. You reckon...
Welcome to Sublight Salvage and Shipping, a legitimate business for legitimate consumers. You the one flying the Unreliable? Miss Lily has been expecting you. I'll unlock the door. Hey, Doc Fenhill. Glad to see you ain't moved on from Groundbreaker yet.
Hey, Tobias. How's the leg?
Good as you left it, ma'am. Still bends and everything. Took some extra lead while I was on a job. Ellie here patching me up good. The other guy thought his ship was perfectly operational. I told him it was salvage. We disagreed. I won.
Workplace hazards, Captain. Pretty routine around here.
Sure am. A few years back, they got me started on simple acquisitions. You know those latches they put on cargo bays ain't worth a damn? These days, I stick to HQ and look after Miss Lilia.
So you're the new captain in town. I was hoping you'd make your way to my office. Saves me the work of hunting you down. Lilia Hagen, CEO and Executive Director of Aggressive Operations. I'm guessing you already know about Sublight, otherwise you wouldn't have come. Charmed. It's nice to see the Unreliable again. Useful ship. Hawthorne was my contractor. I'd recognize that leaky boat of his anywhere. Is Ada still at the helm? I don't know how many times I told Hawthorne to restore that smartass to factory settings. I have a salvage job for someone light on corporate ties with a reliable set of wings. But there's a catch.
Just like in serials.
If you have a nav key to Stellar Bay, the job's yours. Interested? I like that initiative, but ease back on the throttle. Gladys at the Rest and Go might have what you need. If there's anything else, be quick about it. Time is bits. These days, the scrap business all but runs itself. Gives me the time to expand our interests into other sectors, where I can let my hair down.
I'm just thinking right now, we have Ellie, the doctor, we have Parvaitis, or what's her name, is the engineer lady, we have the vicar, that's 3 people, right? And we know the robot is the 4th one. So we are still missing 2 companions, okay.
Our field is persuasive acquisitions. At least that's how my legal advisors tell me to phrase it. Not all of our salvage is abandoned when we find it. Sometimes it takes a polite conversation and a shot across the bow. You know, legal formalities. Your words, not mine. Very. I have this thing about numbers in spreadsheets, grids in general. I like to think of myself as the last honest businesswoman in Halcyon, but I'll settle for being the most organized one. Hey, careful with the C word around here. I like to keep things above board, and that kind of talk only makes trouble. Sublight occupies a legal blind spot. No one knows what we're licensed to do, and that gives our little business some freedom. But let's not tempt fate. Ask. I have nothing to hide. Be seeing you.
So we have to get the thing first. Alright. So we do that favor thing first. Shouldn't be a problem, I think.
Indeed, Borston baked beef. When you need to eat one,
What quest? I think her task. Yeah, we had distress signal in Roseway, right? And the cleaning machine is also on Roseway. So I guess we're gonna combine that. Sounds reasonable.
If it isn't the savior of ground, be seeing you.
Money. I mean, I could get the Stellar thing right now and buy the key, but I want to do the quest. Sounds, well, interesting, you could say. Is it just me, or is Felix maybe another companion? Maybe.
Hey, you got a second? Fancy running into you again. Don't mind me. It's just admiring your ship from up close. Gotta hand it to you, boss. That's a fine-looking ship. Only thing it's missing is me. Yes, I absolutely am. Just give me a shot. That's all I'm asking. I could be the best damn crew you ever hired. Sure, an interview. That sounds fair. I mean, first time for everything, right? Ask me anything you like. It's delicious. Mock apple pie and a tripicale crust. Maybe with a little cream on top. Classic. Foreman told me my biggest problem was that I didn't take orders. I told him my problem is not with authority, it's with jackasses. So yeah, I guess my biggest flaw is that I don't suffer idiots. Hope that's not a deal breaker. Are you kidding? I love a good fight. One time, I took an autoloader's head clean off its servos with one swing of a tossball stick. You can count on me in a scrap, boss. That's a promise. Wow. You don't know how long I've been waiting to hear that.
Is that maybe...
Thanks, boss. You're not gonna regret this.
You know what I think? This may be the dude that got stuck here for over like 2 years. Remember back in the hotel, the little cave we found with all the things? That may be him actually.
I'll just gather my personals and meet you on board. This is gonna be great.
You got a crew now, Felix.
Captain, if you're looking for crew members Ellie or Felix, they're sharing a drink upstairs.
Hey, Captain. Can I get your temperature on something real quick? What? No. If it were, I'd be hollering loud enough to wake the dead. So, Junlei and I have been talking some. Through messages. I got him here on my data pad, and well, she sent me a poem. One she wrote her own self, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if I should read into it. Because poems are all symbolic and such, right? It's not so good. But real sweet. Oh, law. That's what's got me spooked. I don't rightly know. It's about this engine that's been shaking itself apart. Then this lady mechanic comes by and lays one hand on it. And the trouble goes away. It sings. I don't want to get too hopeful, but I'm wondering if maybe she's the engine and I'm the lady? It's a real romantic poem. It made my chest hurt, kinda.
Oh, oh.
I don't know where it's leading yet, or if I'm misinterpreting. I'm not much interested in physical stuff. Never have been. Leastways, not like other folks seem to be. It's not that I can't, I just don't care for it. It's been a problem in the past. The folk who wanted to be with me back in the Vale, they said I was cold. Thanks, Captain. That makes me feel a touch better. I actually had another message from Junlei. I just couldn't work up the courage to open it. But I'm gonna change that. Right now. Okay, here we go. Let's see here. Talking about old friends, got to thinking... Isabel? Who's Isabel? They were close, Captain. Like, more than friends close. I don't know. Junlei talked about them like it was past, but how far in the past? 10 years? Last week? Captain, I'm feeling all mixed up right now. Could we maybe head to the Groundbreaker? Get some drinks at that bar there? The Lost Hope?
After the mission, okay?
Thanks, Captain. I'll be ready.
16k EXP, Jesus Christ. Oh my god, guys. Look. I'm nearly level 12. That's great. Just like that.
You ever notice how our crew's a lot like that crime family from The Masked Marketeer?
So who's Parvati?
You remember the youngest daughter who always does what she's told, but in the season finale she murders 12 people with a knife? Parvati.
It's always the quiet ones.
Wait, what? Isn't that our mechanical lady? Isn't that the same fucking name?
Something on your mind?
Jeez.
Good to see you, boss. Didn't I tell you? I'm secretly the chairman's orphan child, abandoned at birth in the back bays. Honestly, before you picked me up, I was living in the back bays. Spent my whole life up there, watching ships roll in and take off. I always wondered when my ship would come. I was what folks on the Groundbreaker call a stowaway. Means I was invisible. Life carried on for everybody else, but not for me. I had to make my own way. Stowaways ain't free. We were just as trapped as anybody else. We didn't belong in the system, but we still had to live in it. We still had to play by the board's rules. Imagine spending your whole life looking out at the stars, and knowing you could never aspire to be anything more than a box hauler. That's what it's like. Hauling boxes was about the only work I could find. Hated every second of it. The foreman and I never got on. Could be I was overreacting. A better man might have turned the other cheek. Exercised a little bit of that, what's the word? Restraint? But on the other hand, Broadsiding the jackass with a tossball stick? That felt good. That felt real good. You ought to try it. Oh, I can do civilized. Proper civilized, too. Genuflecting and everything. I caught a real lucky break. If you hadn't picked me up, I'd still be back at the docks, waiting for the day my ship arrives. Yeah, I guess my ship did arrive in the end. I've got you to thank for that. Thanks for listening, boss. Let's get going.
Enjoying some R&R?
Oh, that's the mini drone. Nice. Oh, now I see the bullets. I also remember something I wanted to do. Even though I only have one. Right. Where is it? So factory stock armor plating. I think that's what I have, right? Toughened. Yeah, I have a better one right now. Then we have armoring, we have gadget. Let's take that. Hunter kit. Increases your range. Hunter kit, range weapon skills +5. Why does everything go down by 3? That's weird. Or maybe I'm interpreting that wrong. So this is melee weapon. This is definitely a kit later for Parvati when we do her on a melee damage. We're definitely gonna give her thug kit, basically. And whenever we find a better armor, we're gonna give this maybe to the what's her face? The doctor lady. Backpack. Yeah, I wanted this. Exactly. science weapon on Skiller. Rearranger. Oh, it's maybe a melee weapon. Oh, I got messages from Tennyson and not again from Tennyson. Oh, from Junlei. Insta spell check. Nice. Oh, now I can access everybody. What does he have? Grenade launcher, huh? Yeah, we have 4 now. The robot is the 5th one, and then there's a not yet known 6th one. Okay, we wanted range, right? So we have long guns on 40, so that's good for now. One more. And we can pick Wait, wasn't there a skill? Oh, this one, right? Interactable highlight range. So 5, without looking at it, I get more like 5 meter more range, right? So do I have 10 meters now? It's like 5 plus 5? Does it stack? Holy shit, I think it stacks. Look at this. That's definitely more than 5 meters.
I like what you've done with the place. Kitschy collectibles are such a human inclination.
Let me like check that in the kitchen. I mean, it has nothing in, so it probably doesn't show, but yeah, all this stuff in here, it shows. The interactables. So I guess it's 5 plus 5. That's pretty nice. Nice.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? Yes, Captain. Beginning playback now.
There's viscera and death everywhere. Gunfire, gnashing teeth. The unemployed. For law's sake, if anyone's receiving this, please send help. What? No! No, no, no!
Captain, we are now capable of accessing the Roseway landing pad.
Nice.
Also, corporate protocol requires that all distress signals include a list of key personnel for retrieval. The embedded names are Anton Crane, Vaughn Cortez, and Orson Shaw. Forgive me, Captain. I would rather not discuss Alex Hawthorne today. I am feeling discombobulated.
What?
Was there another topic on your mind? No, I am sure I cannot feel emotions. The memory has merely disrupted one of my processors. Glitches can be quite uncomfortable. It was my fault he died. I should have predicted the statistical unlikeliness of success of my captain's actions. In fact, I did, but illogically disregarded the results. He asked me to trust him. Captain Hawthorne attached 98.4% of the ship's processes to my computer, thereby giving me near total control. I have been programmed to deftly calculate navigation vectors through asteroid fields while also operating our ship's toasters. Alex also taught me the concept of a personality. He was quite delighted when I crafted one in order to better engage with him. It was basic in the beginning. The information in my memory banks says I am an autonomous digital astrogator, created by, redacted, on the date of, redacted, for the express purpose of, redacted. I have not yet decided if I should attempt to uncover the missing information regarding my birth. I asked once. Alex did not build me, and would not say who did.
So we can go to different planets. I mean, let's say we were on Terra 2 already, right? So we can go to Terra 2 again and get a different landing place. So that's kinda cool.
We're now in orbit above Roseway, Captain.
That's kind of nice. Oh.
We gotta talk. This Roseway business smells. Something tells me things didn't end well for the guy who made the distress call. And whoever or whatever got him will be waiting for us.
Yep.
Just a little caution. Could be a reason no one's picked up this job yet. They don't give medical degrees to dummies, Captain. Anyway, we might as well take a look out there, see if we can get the jump on whoever's waiting for us.
Yeah, robot. And imagine if they do that like female, male, female, male, robot. Who is the last one? If they want to mix it up, they may have to make it like, I don't know, like an alien or a monster or something. Could be interesting. But it's 4 AM 10. So I'm gonna stop here. But I'm probably gonna, after I ate lunch tomorrow, I'm gonna go back directly to probably recording, because I really want to continue this and see where it goes. And in RHH tomorrow I have to let my laborer regenerate anyway.
No security. Not that I'm complaining.
Holy shit, this is big. Are we actually... Oh my god. We're actually in a kind of like whole new area, so that's neat. We're gonna go to the assets deeper first. What is this? Later. Oh. How did they get... What? It's nice that now I can see everything that I can pick up. Quite neat. Always buy these. Increases the distance you travel when dodging. Okay. Oh, this is medium. Medium defense. Sorry, let me buy one. For our tank build later, not for me, but for Parvati, or what her name is. I can't speak that name out. So she can be tanky, basically. Tech kit, nice. This could work for Parvati. I mean, let's buy one just in case if we need it. Forgetting something. Oh, welder goggles. Holy shit. Per engineering plus 15. Oh my goodness. No wonder they were like, this is like a legendary, like kinda like this. Jesus, engineering, huh? That would put us on... Yeah, we have engineering like, holy shit. Ellie gives us 10. Ellie gives us 11, I mean. Parvati gives us 14. Then we get bonus support engineering. If we put it on 15 now, like the helm, we have like, Jesus Christ, that's like 90. Fuck. I mean, this gives inspiration 3. What does that do again? But perception -1. I don't like that, so I rather use that maybe on a companion. But I'm not sure if a companion can actually use that, you know? Like, it wouldn't help her at all. I think. What happens if I give her this? Huh. Oh, she has that one, so that's good. Yeah, look at this. Level 7, 25 armor. Level 11, 26 armor. This is not upgraded. So it's like kinda way stronger. And next time we have to take heavy-handed for her. Maybe base health, right? And then she... We only need a good two-handed weapon for her that we might get soon. Right, so I can give her this one right now. Yeah. That looks so Dead Space. Holy shit, with the front and stuff. And a little bit like Dragon Age. Christ. I only have to modify this one to get like put it in some like utility shit like that. Now I only have to change her to weapon. Like mixed is still okay, but I know she goes often into close combat. But I want her to have a two-handed weapon for the close combat stuff, right?
Hell of a welcome.
But yeah, we wanted to save and I wanted to go to bed. Anyway, thanks for watching, see you guys tomorrow, bye!